Today I'll be showing you the Anthem of the Seas studio room. Hi and welcome to my channel. It's Bonnie from Voyage Cruise Travel, and after 52 cruises and 73 countries that I visited, you know, you can never learn enough, honestly, and this is to show you what you might be up against as a solo traveler if you're thinking about a studio cabin. So let's get started. When you travel as a solo person, a lot of times you aren't aware of the fact that they double the price. It depends on the line. On Royal Caribbean, a lot of times it's just double the price. And it gets expensive if you're traveling alone. So I decided I'm going to try the studio because it was less expensive. It's for one person, it's priced for one person. Well, I had no idea the size of the room. I mean, it was adequate enough. I dealt with it, but I just want to show you, if you're thinking of cutting costs and you're deciding maybe I'm going to go ahead and do a studio room and see what it's like. I mean, I had a fantastic itinerary. I went from Dubai all the way to Singapore and to India and to Thailand. It's an incredible trip. However, the room, let me show you around.
I had a pretty chaotic day getting to Dubai and onto the ship, but I cover that whole adventure in another Anthem of the Seas, my Embarkation video, so check that out. Right now, let's focus on what you really came here to see, the studio stateroom. I am on the 13th floor. I've gotten on. It is such a quiet embarkation because people are getting on little by little and we're overnighting here. It's really different. It's very empty. Not a real festive time, but I'm just happy to be here. Hi.
What are you doing?
Good. So I am in a studio for one. Oh my goodness. This is really teeny. This is like a train. I feel like I'm on a train in here. This is a teeny space, but it's cute. It's just really small. So basically you have a bed. There's some storage up here. A good amount of storage. I've never stayed in a single solo room before, and I was just curious to see what it would be like. So this is how it looks, and I'm standing at the door. So there's not a whole lot of walking space. It is, honestly, it reminds me of a train compartment. But it'll be fine. I'm not going to spend much time in my room, but so we have a closet, a safe. It's cozy in its own way. And a couple of drawers down here. And then here we have a tea kettle, some water. They left me a little bit of something. Oh, that's nice, a little fruit plate. And here's the TV. This is another perspective. A functional room. It is not a room for more than one person. It is teeny. I didn't even know they had a room this small. But it's fun in a way. It's just different. This is nice. This is my second one of these I got. This is the front door. And directly past my luggage is the bathroom door. And that's the width of the room. So if you're claustrophobic, I don't know if this would work for you. But like I say, the layout it's fine. It's just me. And I've never had a room so teeny. This is my luggage, and here's the door, front door. I think I can't unpack everything, but you know what? I'm just so happy to be here. And like I say, I think I got a good price because it's a single supplement, which wasn't 100% double. It was a good price. And there's only a handful of these rooms. It was exactly last October. I booked this when I was on the Brilliance of the Seas. So it's kind of fun to just see these different room layouts and see what this is something you're looking for or not. Price-wise, I just can't even remember what I paid, but I believe it was less than doubling the cost for, say, a balcony or an Oceanview or something like that, or an inside cabin. It was less than an inside cabin. There's a coffee pot and water. And there's two USB plugs and then a European outlet. Small corner desk with a little bit of a chair. They've really thought of everything in utilizing this space here. And it even has a mirror. Floor to ceiling mirror. That's upright. That's nice. hair dryer, Kleenex, probably the room service menu. It says that continental breakfast is complimentary, but the American breakfast is a service charge of $7.95. These are the differences. Pretty much continental breakfast, bakery, and then you get coffee and some light things, cereal or fruit or yogurt. American breakfast is scrambled eggs, pancakes, sausage, hash browns. That's for the breakfast. And you just put this out on 4 in the morning. There's a mini bar ordering form that you can order. And then this is the room service, regular room service, and this costs $7.95 plus an 18% gratuity. And that is the menu. A cooler, not a refrigerator. It'll keep things cold, but not super cold. And it looks like this. The bathroom has a shower stall. It has a door. It closes like this. So there are 3 shelves to put things. And some storage kind of below the sink. This is definitely a well thought out design for space. I feel almost like I'm in a trailer, but it's fine. Recessed lighting, and then there's lighting over the actual bed, and the controls are on the side. You have to put your key in there for your electricity to start, and there is one outlet. You can see that. That is for US plugs. You'll need a block. So this is an actual picture of outside of the ship, and you can turn that off, so it won't feel so. It's almost like a window. It's called a virtual screen, I think. I didn't know I had this, so that's nice. Like I said, there's an overhead light right over the bed. That's how my virtual balcony works. And I guess it'll change as the day goes on, but if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to, and you can just close it up. But funny, because I had to ask for a special remote, it has, and it looks like this. So I just requested that. It wasn't in the room. So it's not the TV remote, it's a different one. But it is well thought out. Like I said, there's an outlet right here, and a little, almost like a nightstand, but it's in the wall, so you can put like a glass of water there. That's smart. It's touch controls for the heat in room set point. There seems to be adequate hangers. It looks like, let's see, 3, 6, 18 hangers. And I've already met my room lady. Her name is Sherry, and she said if I need anything to contact her. And then, like I said, 2 drawers down here. I mean, I have so much, but I'll probably keep things in packing cubes. I've been spoiled because I've been getting the balcony rooms that are huge for 2 people, but when you book solo in a studio, you're getting a discounted rate. Instead of paying for 2 people, you are paying for just 1, so that's why the room is small. A little bit of space above the closet. And I also have to talk to dining because I bought a 3-night dining package. I have to make those arrangements. These are the shows that you can book at a glance. So it's telling me everything that's going to be happening. And there's a robot show, a virtual symphony, and then the music hall has some of the fun games. So this should be fun. I mean, I'm glad to see all these different activities. I just came from a Cunard cruise, so this is really different. But it just feels comfortable to me. Something from the spa, and they actually gave me the raffle ticket. I gotta go check that out. And then the Crown Lounge, changed the name. It's on deck 4. But you can, with your points, your free drinks, you can get them anywhere. Because you get such good perks on Royal Caribbean. I'm a Diamond Plus at this point. I have 5 free drinks a day or coffee. You can have whatever you want, water, soda, and then you get priority sometimes with booking dining, and also discounts at the spa
and you get free laundry. You get 2 free laundry days. You get 2 free days of internet. So those kinds of perks make people come back. We've got some top tier events going on, backstage tour, cheers with an officer. Those are always fun to go to. So you see all the people on board that are loyal to Royal. So, you know, once you're on a cruise, it doesn't cost you anything. Just start accumulating points. And I've been doing this for so many years. Let's see, my first cruise was probably on Royal Caribbean was probably in 1994. So these benefits really, you know, they help. I think I get a free photo, and it's all loaded on your card. That's your room key, so you don't have to worry about telling people because it'll be obvious. Something that's different that I don't recall seeing before is the cruise compass gone green. So basically you just scan the QR code with your phone. Do that comes up. And I like it better than just scanning on the calendar because at least it's all here. And then the next day when you scan it, it'll be the new one. So you don't have to have the paper copy, but it is here, and you can, you know, bring up the brightness and enlarge it if you can't read it. I know a lot of people don't like carrying their phones around. They're afraid they're going to lose them, but I'm always carrying a purse or a pocket or something, so it's fine. It's fine. This works. And if you don't do this in the room, you can find this at guest services, and a lot of the screens by the elevators will have this. So you can just scan it, and then you can either read the screens at the elevators, which always tell you what's going on, or, like I say, have it on your phone. So I did make it to my room by noon. I started this process about 8:30 this morning, but I can tell you that Dubai, the terminal itself, they have lots of people sitting there willing to sell you hop-on, hop-off tours. The desert safari thing is pretty fun. I did that yesterday. They're selling that. There's various tours. There's some shops there. Convention center, I think that's what it is. I'm not really sure. This is the second time I've talked to someone. They said that there's a Facebook group about this particular ship and how you would look it up as you would put your date of sailing, the ship, and the route, because this is the Spice Route cruise. And I guess there's like 200 people that are all been talking how to get the Indian visas, all the different things that you need to know. They've been kind of working it out together as a huge group, and now they're going to get together later on at some point. And anyway, this group of people in the Facebook group, someone is in charge of like a party, someone is in charge of just various things, and it's not for profit and no one's making money, and it's not a travel agent. It's just people like to get together and meet and cruise and exchange stories. So it's almost like what I do for my YouTube channel, or like I inform people on what's going on, but I guess this is just a quicker way. I mean, you're just actually interacting with people on Facebook, and I never really thought about doing that. I didn't know that it was that common of just entering in the date, the ship, and where it's going, and then you will find a Facebook group, because people do this all the time apparently. So I learned something new today. I talked to 2 different people. One was from England and one was from the US, and they both told me about it. So I have to check that out for next time, because that would be a fun way to meet people if you're solo. So that's another way you can do this, because I am traveling solo this time. That's why my teeny little cabin, it'll work out, because I am solo. It's like a teeny little studio apartment. I mean, really little. I'm just so happy to be here. It's been such a long haul. I've been gone on the go for over a month, and it's just something about coming on a ship, you know, how it operates. This is like home to me because I've been on Royal Caribbean so much, and I've met a handful of really nice people already, either in line for the Embarkation, or just last night when I did that desert safari thing, there were 6 people that were also from the ship. There were in my lobby of my hotel. I stayed at the Holiday Inn Dubai Airport, which is right off Terminal 3, and there were at least 60 people in the lobby this morning trying to get here to check in, and I ran into 4 of them, and I actually ended up checking in ahead of them when they left way ahead of me. So I don't know what happened there, but so my strategy of checking at the airport instead of taking an Uber was smart. And I feel like I'm always having my sunglasses on because my lights, my transitional glasses always change. But anyway, it's been my pleasure showing you this particular studio. It's a great cruise. I love the ship, but this room is a little small, so you might want to think twice. I did go on this ship again later in the year, and I went to an Oceanview, and that was on level 3 because it was a guaranteed stateroom. It was not that much more expensive, way larger, and I had great views of the water, so check it out. My other route was Tokyo, Seattle. We were against a lot of storms on that particular week, about 7 days straight. It was rocky and lots of swells, but I actually really loved it. It was very calming and peaceful, and I did not get sick. It was really enjoyable to watch outside my window. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would like to do as well. Watch the waves, the high waves from your window. If you have found this helpful, informative, or you've learned something, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. I'd love to welcome you here. So thanks so much for watching. Happy cruising, and until next time. This is my very first night sunset.